And good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Dr. Don in here with you at 5:57 a.m. on your Saturday morning and 6:57 a.m. over on the eastern side of the time zone. It is Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, and we've got some strong thunderstorms rumbling across central Alabama this morning. We don't have anything severe. But we do have a special weather statement that was just issued by the National Weather Service out of Birmingham. So we thought we would jump in and give you an update on what's going on out there this morning. And we'll talk a little bit about what we think we're going to deal with the remainder of the day. First, let's talk about what's happening currently. And you can see it there on radar. We have a line of thunderstorms that stretches from near Rockford, Alabama, back down across portions of Elmore County, and then it stretches down into South Alabama, south of the I-20 corridor. Right this moment, the strongest part of this is right along this line of storms, and so we'll start up here at the top, and we'll kind of work our way down. Again, the heaviest part of this is going to be over in Coosa County at the moment. We've got some heavy rain up in Sylacauga as well, up in Talladega County, and that stretches down across Highway 280. And then in Coosa County, you see right there just pretty close to Hyssop at this time, moving into the Hourtown and Alexander City area, Equality. And then we get down into Elmore County, there just to the east of Eclectic. Thunder and lightning probably taking place now in places like Tallahassee. And then it crosses over I-85 right there at Shorter. You know where that is. So a special weather statement, that is that blue polygon that covers portions of Coosa, Tallapoosa, up into extreme southwestern Clay. This is not covering the entire county. This is going to be down there for that southwest corner. Now, as the line moves to the east and northeast, this storm will end up affecting all of Clay County and, eventually probably Randolph and Chambers and Lee as well. But again, understand this is not a severe thunderstorm at the moment. And odds of it growing much stronger are not really that good, but it is possible. So here's a look at the verbiage on that special weather statement. Strong thunderstorms will impact Elmore, northwestern Bullock, central Macon, western Tallapoosa, northeastern Montgomery, Coosa, and southwestern Clay County through 6:15 a.m. this morning. Doppler radar is tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from near Pentonville to 6 miles northeast of Emerald Mountain to near Soapton. Movement was to the northeast at 30 miles per hour. That's Shopton, I believe. Actually, I've never heard of that before, and I thought I knew every little bitty spot in the state of Alabama, so we'll have to check on that one. The hazard with this line of storms is going to be 40-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail, and all of this is radar indicated. No question that the absolute heaviest part of this is right along that leading edge where you see the darkest red on your radar this morning. At the moment, we have nothing going on up in Randolph or most of Clay. Chambers, pretty quiet. Maybe some light rain over on the western side of the county. Nothing much happening down in Lee County. And, of course, all of our West Georgia counties are in good shape at the moment. Now, this is going to move through this morning. And then I think we have a lull in the action. And then later on this afternoon, we could see some redevelopment of showers and thunderstorms. The latest information from the Storm Prediction Center is just calling for a marginal risk of severe weather this afternoon and into tonight. No question we're going to get more rain. And this afternoon's event may actually end up being more of a potential flash flooding event than severe weather. I think there probably will be a handful of strong to severe storms, but overall, I think maybe at this point the biggest threat this evening is going to be heavy rainfall, which could aggravate already saturated soil conditions, and we could end up with some flash flooding being among the bigger threats later on this afternoon and tonight. So the timing is there on the screen. You see for East Alabama and West Georgia, 4 p.m. through about 9 p.m. On the Eastern time zone, that would be 5 through about 10 p.m. this afternoon. Is where we see the biggest threat. Now, the threat this afternoon will be damaging winds gusting up to around 60 miles per hour and large hail up to around quarter-sized this afternoon. But actually looks like the threat of organized, widespread severe weather may actually be a little bit less this afternoon and tonight than what we saw last night and yesterday afternoon, but the flood threat may be a little bit higher this afternoon because of all the rain that we have received over the last several hours. So Ellen is watching us from Noonan, Georgia. Good morning. Sherry Sprayberry's watching from Wadley. Chrissy Smith is in here from Cragford, Alabama. We know where you're at. And we appreciate you guys being in here with us this morning. We're not doing long-form coverage. We're just giving you a little update on what's happening out there this morning. Some of you are waking up to thunder and lightning across East Alabama. And really, this is the only weather out there to speak of at the moment. We do have this special weather statement. It was issued by the Weather Service, 15, 20 minutes ago. We put it in motion. You can kind of get a general feel for the direction that the storm is moving this morning. And if we switch over to the composite, and I'll zoom out, and you can get an overall look at what's happening across the southeastern United States this morning. This is pretty much the only line of storms we're dealing with in Alabama. We have some rain in northeast Alabama stretching right back to around Birmingham, but none of that is severe. That's just mostly light rain. And then maybe some bigger thunderstorms down along the Gulf Coast. We do have or have seen several severe thunderstorm warnings northeast of Pensacola up into the Crestview area over the last hour or so. And we got some pretty big storms running parallel to the coast. So if you're down there in places like Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Seagrove, Seaside, Panama City, stormy Saturday morning. But as the day progresses, you may get some sunshine down there as well. And then again, zooming back out so you can get an overall look at this. If you look back along the Mississippi River, that's the actual cold front. And our thinking is, as this stuff moves through this morning, we get that on out of here in the next, maybe by 12 o'clock or so. This is completely out of Alabama and probably well deep into Georgia. Then we could see some heating of the day, maybe some filtered sunshine this afternoon. And we could get some redevelopment right along this cold front as it moves across Alabama and Georgia. There's your cold front right there. And that is going to move east as we go throughout the day. And we get into the heat of the afternoon, we could see some redevelopment right along that cold front, which, by 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon should be positioned something like so across the state of Alabama. So that's what we're expecting later on today. Hey, here we Tomka. I see you, Maurice. Oh, Renee, I'm very familiar with Geneva County. I spent several years in Enterprise, Dothan, Daleville, Webb, Alabama. You look fine down there. I mean, you've got some storms down around Crestview, which is south of you, down in Florida. But right now, nothing severe in the Geneva County area. Sandra's watching us this morning from Jackson Gap up in Tallapoosa County. Rose is watching us from Jacksonville, Alabama. Y'all had some nasties up there yesterday afternoon. Jeremy's watching us out there on 48 West, Lake Wedowee. Hey, look, Jeremy, Dr. Don's Weather will be at Boondocks on May 31st for our second annual hurricane party. So I hope that you stop by and introduce yourself. We'll be broadcasting live. We'll start. Now, we'll hammer the time down for you in the next couple of days. We'll probably start broadcasting around 10:30 on May 31st at Boondocks, and we're going to hang out till around 1 or 2 o'clock on that Saturday afternoon. We're going to have some NOAA weather radios to give away, and, there's just no telling what Mr. Denny and Miss Tracy is going to pull out of the hat. So looking forward to a good time at Boondocks in Wedowee. Maurice says he's getting ready for a baseball tournament in Auburn. He says, I'm pretty sure it won't happen today. I don't know, Maurice. We're going to deal with these showers this morning, and there could be some light rain behind it for a couple of hours. But I don't think it's going to be a complete washout. I mean, I don't know. The field may already be in a mess from all the rain we got yesterday afternoon, but I don't think this is going to be an all-day type event. We're going to switch back to the reflectivity on the next rad, and there you go. That's what we're looking at. Good morning, Sir Keith. Lee's watching us in McRae, Georgia. Rocky Smith, Clay County. Sir Keith is in West Point. Good morning, Kevon. Rose is not that bad. This is a special weather statement. This is not a severe thunderstorm warning. There are no tornadoes. A strong thunderstorm is what we're talking about here. But it's not. I mean, this is something that you want to respect. You don't want to stand outside and under a tree while it's thundering and lightning, but this is not a major severe thunderstorm here. There's a look at the loveliest village on the plains this morning. Live look at Toomer's Corner. And you can see those darkening clouds. This camera shot is just perfect for looking at weather because it's pointed to the southwest, which is typically the direction our weather comes from. So you can see the darkening clouds in the background. No rain at Toomer's Corner at the moment. As we switch back over to the radar, you can see that camera is located right in that general area there on the map where I just put the little circle. So the rain is still the heavy part of this thunderstorm, I should say, is still oh, come on, computer. Work with me. All right, I think we're going somewhere now. It's still about 15 to 20 miles off to the west, just now coming into Reeltown. Good morning, Keith. Hey, Ann, watching us from Level Roads. Good morning, Sherry. Thank you, Rose. Oh, my goodness, the annual fish fries today in Standing Rock, Alabama. What I would give for a plate of that fish. I could eat a plate of that fish right this moment. Hadn't had breakfast yet, but that's some good stuff right there. Rain or shine, hopefully we don't blow or float away. I think you'll be fine, Ashley. I mean, we're going to have this initial line of storms that's going to move through, and then you're going to have some light rain for a couple of 2-3 hours. And then we'll see what happens this afternoon. I don't think it's going to be a major severe weather event this morning or this afternoon. As I said a few moments ago, the way things are looking now, it may be more of a severe rain event this evening versus a severe type event. Well, something is going on with my keyboard this morning. I'm about to throw it out in the front yard. So, if you're just joining us this morning, good morning, Nancy and Lynette. Donna watching us from Woodland. Lynn's got us going on up there at Lake Wadawi. If you're just tuning in, we are here because of a special weather statement, which, by the way, I think the National Weather Service just canceled. But nonetheless, we still have a strong line of thunderstorms stretching from Sylacauga down to around Alexander City, then to about Tallahassee, and then on down into the just east of Shorter, right there along I-85. And all of this is moving off to the east, northeast, kind of in this direction. And Ricky, where is the game going to be? Where the game is going to be played? Hey, Glenn in Lafayette. Auburn, okay. So same thing that Maurice was talking about. Yeah, I think you'll play. I mean, will you have scattered showers this afternoon? Yes. But this is not going to be an all-day soaking rain, by no means. So, yeah, I think you can play. All right, so watching from Roanoke, state championship for Hanley High School track and track team in Gulf Shores. Wow, that's good stuff. Gulf Shores at the moment, let's see. I think everything's over toward Pensacola. Let me switch radars right quick. Yeah, so the heavier stuff is between Pensacola and Destin right now. Gulf Shores, you got some light rain going on down there, but, I mean, looking back to the west, things will clear up there in Gulf Shores. There will be scattered showers down there today, just like there will be in Auburn. But this is not going to be an all-day washout type rain anywhere across Alabama or Georgia. This morning stuff, what's moving into East Alabama right now is without question the most significant of this, and it's not very significant. As a matter of fact, we've lost that special weather statement. The Weather Service has let that thing expire. There could be some really small hail down there along the I-85 corridor, but once this moves through this morning, then if you look back here to the west, you can see that we've got some broken rain showers. Most of it is very light in nature, though. That'll continue for a couple of hours, and then there's just nothing much happening back here in Mississippi at all. And then as we get into the heat of the afternoon, 2, 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon, we could see some redevelopment. But there's the threat of severe weather is going to be a slight risk, a 1 out of 5 this afternoon. And I think we may see this turn into more of a significant rain event late afternoon into the overnight hours. Glenn's watching us in Lafayette. Hush, Kobe. We don't allow foul language on this show. Just picking at you, Kobe. Good morning. All this Auburn talk just had to make you throw that out there. I understand. Hey, Dory and Penton. Ashley, what was your repost your question? Oh, I see it. Okay. You're talking about the fish fry. The volunteer, you're volunteering at the annual fish fry in Standing Rock, Alabama. Rain or shine. Hopefully, they don't blow away or float away. I don't think you will, Ashley. And my comment was I could tear up a plate of that fish right this moment. Good stuff. And I hope you guys have a very successful day today. So go by Standing Rock and get you a fish plate. Rain or shine, they will be there. And your support. Let me tell you something. Well, here comes a soapbox alert. Let me tell you something about your volunteer fire departments, folks. Let me tell you about them. And you need to listen to what I'm telling you. Support them. Support your volunteer fire departments. Most of you know I'm originally from Alabama, spent 22 years in Randolph County, was very deeply involved with fire services in Randolph County, left Roanoke as a lieutenant with the Roanoke Fire Department. But let me tell you something about volunteer fire departments. If you still have a lot of volunteers in your fire department, cherish them, support them, encourage them. And if you would like to volunteer for a fire department, get in touch with your local fire department and volunteer your time. Folks, unfortunately, volunteers are becoming a thing of the past. And I'm telling you, because I live in a county that's going through this right now, when you look at what your volunteer fire department saves your county cost-wise, it will blow your mind. And there are a lot of communities across this country that cannot afford to go paid fire. Now, I'm telling you, you folks all across Alabama that still have rural volunteer fire departments, you got to support them, keep them there, give them what they need to work with, because they are providing a service to your county that is unbelievably expensive. We're talking millions and millions of dollars just in salary to replace those volunteers. You got to support them. Go get that fish today. Support your local fire department. $15 a plate, drive through, or you can stay and eat there locally. They have a booth. They'll be taking donations. They're trying to paint their helipad there at Standing Rock. Cool. So you guys come out and support Standing Rock Fire Department today, their annual fish fry. Rain or shine, they're going to be there. Good eats, too. Okay, so we're going to step aside. I'll kind of continue to watch this offline, and if it were to flare back up, then we'll come back on and continue with coverage. We did have a special weather statement for this line of storms that's moving into East Alabama, but the Weather Service has since canceled that. I think the strongest part of this is going to be along and south of the I-85 corridor. So heads up, Auburn. I know there's a lot of folks down there for the games that are going on today, and you're going to get a pretty good line of showers through there probably in the next hour or so. But behind that, we're primarily looking at light to moderate rainfall for a couple of hours, and then I think you're going to have a window of opportunity maybe by 9 or 10 a.m. this morning for things to dry out a little bit, and then we'll have to watch for more scattered showers this afternoon, though I don't think we're looking at a significant severe weather outbreak this afternoon. I think by late afternoon into the overnight hours, we may be looking at more of a scattered flash flooding type event across Alabama and Georgia. Nonetheless, we're watching it very closely, and we'll come back with updates as needed, and we'll keep you informed here on Dr. Don's Weather. consider supporting us when you can. All of those links to support Dr. Don's Weather can be found here in the chat room, or you can go to our website. You can go to our Facebook, and you'll find all those links there where you can support us. If you can't find the link, send me a message on Messenger, and I'll help you. I'll help you help me because your support is what keeps this going here on Dr. Don's Weather. So have a fantastic rest of your Saturday morning. And if need be, we'll be right back with more severe weather coverage here on Dr. Don's Weather.